Like we had talked about off camera before, whether they admit that they have that kind of weaponry,
yeah,
or if they admit another country has that kind of weaponry, you're admitting that you've got that kind of weaponry. So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We're hard pressed not to be following suit with what our enemies are doing. Much like the space race, things like that. Like we were neck and neck the whole time. The only thing that separated us was the propaganda.
Well, and if you remember, for your viewers that maybe haven't heard this topic before, if you want to know how far back this goes, Utah State Prison in 1980 had prisoners that were experimented on with this technology and were very clear and concise in their description of it when they said that they were locked in a cell with energy levels in the cell that was so detrimental that most of them couldn't hardly muster the energy to get up off their cots, and that they were hearing voices in their head that were responding appropriately to their thoughts and answers back to those voices asking questions. So, and that was in 82, 85, something like that. And then if you go back to the Branch Davidian case, even Newsweek had it in their magazine that the FBI had contacted Russians to get their technology to put the voice of God into David Koresh's head to get him to surrender.
Yeah. And there have been means used, but I remember that was the first time that I ever saw, quote, psychic driving in use. I was a senior in high school when that happened. And I guess before that technically was Panama, whenever they were doing basically the same thing that they did at the Koresh compound, which was just 24/7 barraging it with light and just obscene music. Things like that, to basically psychologically break them and cause them to break. And
the only reason they wound up not using the Russian technology was because it wasn't compatible with FBI computers. And that's, just so your listeners know, that's not me thinking that. That's from a Newsweek article at the time, which was the Waco Branch Davidian thing? It was 88, something like 89.
Oh, no. That was 93.
Oh, was it? That I was thinking.
Yeah, that was as I graduated high school going into college.
Yeah.